So we are actually on our way to a place called La Marta today, which is about an hour and a half away from where we are in Cartago. And we stopped for this roadside fruit stand, pick up some fresh fruit in the morning, and we are on our way. Yay! Pura vida! So here we are, we made it. We're in La Marta. We took about an hour and a half drive from where we live in Cartago, Costa Rica. And this is still part of that area, the Central Valley of Costa Rica, see?
Yeah.
We went for a nice drive through the mountains and see some of that footage here. But La Marta is one of the national parks here. It is a national wildlife refuge. One of the cool things about La Marta, though, is that it was the original town that existed here probably hundreds of years ago.
Like 150 years ago.
Okay, so yeah, 150 years ago this was a town, and it had a central market and a distribution center, and basically the livelihood was by taking the produce that they grew here and made here and
Especially
shipping
coffee.
Yeah, especially coffee. There was definitely coffee. We actually just bought a bag of coffee from here. Can't wait to try that when we get home.
Yeah, it smells really good.
It smells really good. And right behind us is a rio, or a river, and it's flowing pretty heavy. There's been a lot of rain the last few days, so that's kind of cool. And we are here with our friends Jose and Marcela. Jose grew up in this area, so he's going to be sort of our tour guide today. So we'll hopefully get some cool insight about this area today. So we're going to take you along with us. We're going for a hike, and welcome to La Marta. All right, so we are starting our hike.
Hi.
There's Jose, Marcela, Juan Carlos, and of course me. Here we go. We're excited. Excited?
Yes.
Yay.
And if you notice that sound,
Yeah, tell us.
those are chicharras.
Chicharras.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like a constant. Listen. They got quiet. They'll be more.
Yeah, there will be more.
They
but
knew
yeah,
we were listening. They were like,
are,
shh.
yeah,
They're listening.
just insects making that noise.
Yeah, it's cool. All right,
loud.
here we go.
You tired yet?
Not tired yet. What is this?
De granada, piedra.
Stone.
Uno piensa que
Rocks.
es duro, pero no es.
Parece duro.
Seems to be hard, like
Yeah.
concrete, but it's not.
All right, so they just walked over this cable bridge, and there's only 3 people allowed at a time. So I'm going to do it now. I'm going across by myself. So come along with me and we're going to go on this bridge. Wow, this is beautiful. Let me turn the camera around so you can see. I am so excited to be standing on this bridge. This is just absolutely spectacular. Only in Costa Rica can you get this beauty. Look behind me. There's no way to describe it except wow. Absolutely wow. All right, let's continue going across the bridge.
I've been searching in the dark, trusting every clue I found.
So this thing is called Burro Carril. Burro Carril. See? And what was it used for, Wonky?
So they use this as a cart
Uh-huh.
to take the produce out of here to the town, and they would use a donkey to carry.
A donkey to carry it from here. Wow.
And this used to be the patio where they would put the coffee to dry,
Okay.
and like all this used to be a coffee plant.
But the truth has not been told. Is every corner of these woods is hollow. I can't see in the dark. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? 'Cause the river's told lies. Sometimes light is breaking through, but my blinded eyes can't reveal an illusion. I can't trust it being real, so I keep on wondering until I feel you, feel that you're alive. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you?
So Juan Carlos, you were just telling me we are walking on what's called the blue path.
El Sendero Azul.
And the reason is the way the light comes through the jungle here, it sort of reflects on the ground and sort of gives a blue color to it. So that's kind of cool. It's absolutely beautiful here.
'Cause the rivers told me lies. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Oh, where are you? 'Cause the rivers told
So we hiked our way down to one of the rivers, and just look at how magnificent this is behind me. There are actually 24 rivers here at La Marta, 3 of which are so pure that you could just drink from them without the worry of any sort of bacteria. It's quite spectacular. Just, this place is unbelievable. I love Costa Rica. Pura vida. Water's so fresh, isn't it? Did it! Yay! Yay!
See the ocean, how it sways in the sun, keeping our stories in its motion. Lies the truth about us.
So I just learned another interesting fact out here in the jungle. So as you know, as I said, La Marta used to mainly be a place where they grew coffee. And when the harvest season comes, and if you check out my video from Hacienda Alsacia, you'll see the baskets that they use. And they do hand-pick coffee all over Costa Rica, pretty much all over the world. But anyway, right here, I'm going to show you these vines that are growing here in the jungle. These are the vines that they actually cut down and use to make the baskets to harvest coffee. Pretty cool, right? I think so. I'm just going to point out the natural color of this clay. It hasn't been since I was in Georgia that I've actually seen red clay. So it's interesting here in Costa Rica.
See the trees grow, they were here long before. They're keeping our stories, and when we're older, they will still stand tall. Things time will tell, we might never know. We'll be gone before it all begins. Send me your songs of tomorrow. I'm dying to know it all. Stories of joy and of sorrow. I'm dying to know it all.
So I'll give you a little bit of advice. If you do come to La Marta, definitely bring some hiking boots or hiking shoes. If you look at the path, we are in the middle of a rainforest. So the path is pretty wet, which means a lot of the rocks and the wood that you're walking over, although it's a definite path, it can be very slippery at times. But anyway, there's a little bit of advice. But just look around. It's just unbelievable. There's another path right here. It goes down if you want to go to another viewpoint of the river. Juan Carlos taking pictures of the leaves. All right, we just kind of climbed up a pretty steep hike here. We're about halfway up, and there's a tree here that's sort of kind of fallen over or whatever, and Juan Carlos and Marcela are standing underneath the root system of it. It's just so cool. I mean, check it out. Isn't that beautiful? You guys having fun?
Yes. Good exercise.
See. Yeah, definitely good exercise. For sure. My heart's going. Well, I'm officially sweating up a storm. Quite the hike. See?
Hi.
And if you look behind me, here, let me go this way. This is a man-made water canal to collect water. Back when they used to have the coffee plantations here, they would collect the water from the mountain and bring that all the way into the town so they could use the water from the mountain to help clean the coffee beans. Pretty cool, right, Wonky?
It is pretty cool.
So what do you think? We've had an amazing hike or what?
Yes, we did.
It was quite
The hike.
It was quite the hike. Yeah, it's definitely, I would definitely pay attention to the maps depending on your skill level of hiking. I am definitely a novice, but I pushed myself to the limit today and definitely got the old heart pumping, which is good. So on our hike out, we came across this, and this is called Establo de los Burros, or it was a stable that they used to use for the donkeys that they would use to carry the stuff out of the woods here, or the forest. And yeah, you can see the feed troughs and the water troughs on the other side. Very cool. And then right on the other side here, this whole entire area was what they used to make leche, or milk. So they kept all of the cows here, and they would do all of the cow milking here. And here's another view of the area where they would keep all the cows. It's amazing they would have them up here in the mountain like this. Beautiful. And here it is.
Así 50, 150.
Antigua Lecheria.
See, from 150 years ago.
150 years ago?
What it says here.
So yeah, 150 years ago, this is what they did. It's pretty cool, right, Wonky? I loved learning history and hiking and exercising and sweating.
Yeah. It's not super hot, it's just very humid.
Yeah, it's humid and, well, it's a rainforest.
Yeah.
So you would expect that. So this is another trough. So the water would come all the way from the mountain down through here and continue down. Juan Carlos, being the photographer extraordinaire. It's quite the view from here. All right, and we do have one more thing that we're going to do. We're going to cross over this bridge again. This bridge is pretty cool, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah, I really like that you get a chance to go across this river and see the rapids, and it's quite beautiful. If you do come here, you can only do 2 or 3 people at a time, maximum, for safety. All right, here we go. You gotta love a suspension bridge in the middle of the jungle. I mean, it's absolutely beautiful. I'm just gonna get to the middle here and we're gonna do a little turn. What do you think, Juan Carlos? Get in here. I'm going to turn this way. Look at that. Does it get better than that? I don't think so, folks. It's absolutely beautiful. And turn the other way. Bam! Both sides. All right, we're continuing on. Here we go. Hey everyone, we are now standing at the end of our hike, basically about where we started off. We're at the Beneficio de Café, which is the place where back in the old days, like about 150 years ago, they would bring the coffee here and process the coffee and then ship it out around Costa Rica. Yep. They no longer do coffee here. The main crop in this area of the country is now sugarcane that we found out. But anyway, we've had an amazing day here, haven't we?
We have, yes.
My legs are definitely a little wobbly. How about yours?
I'm good.
You're good. He runs about 10 kilometers about 3 or 4 days a week. So yeah, he's much more suited for this than I am. But if you do come here, just know a couple things. It is absolutely beautiful, number one. Number two, it is a rainforest, so be prepared for that. We got lucky today. It didn't rain on us. However, the jungle is very wet, so wear appropriate footwear. I recommend hiking boots or hiking shoes. The terrain is a bit treacherous. Take your time going through the jungle. Don't be afraid to stop. I had to do it a couple times. Yeah. There's a lot of stairs, just so you're aware. But if you're a hiker and you're somebody who loves the outdoors, this place is absolutely spectacular. You've got the rivers, you've got the mountain, you've got the jungle. Huge amount of biodiversity here. Lots of animals. We saw a couple zapos or frogs. Juan Carlos is not a fan. He does not like frogs. But anyway, overall, we had a great day, and we want to thank our friends Marcela and Jose. Muchas gracias. Gracias. They brought us here, and Jose grew up in this area. So, with that being said, remember, happiness is a lifestyle. And what do they need to do, Juan Carlos?
Hit the button down below and subscribe.
They sure do. Please subscribe to the channel. We want to bring you more and more of these cool videos. And thanks a lot for watching. Muchas gracias. Ciao, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.